Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
We all remember that one professor, the one everyone on campus had to take no matter what subject they taught because how much fun their class was. What if we told you there was a streaming service that had all those professors? One Day University has every must-have professor from the best colleges all across the country. One Day University, the most fun talks from the most fun professors. Available live and on demand. No homework, just the most fun you'll have while learning. Get a special offer at ondayu.com/Odyssey.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. And we got the new 50th anniversary gear in the Rock Shop. Get it while it lasts, man. Limited edition. Oh, yeah. Lots of good stuff in there. You want your knit hats? We got the beanies. We got them for you.
Of course. Hoodies. Hoodies always nice.
Oh, yeah.
Because it zips up.
Yeah. That's why it's nice.
I'd be a terrible, QFC or QVC sales pitch person. Look at this hoodie. It zips up.
Zippers. Yeah, look at that. Look at this trucker cap. It goes on your head.
It's adjustable.
Yeah. And don't forget the short sleeve tees because, well, maybe you don't want to wear the light zip hoodie.
It'll keep your arms warm from the elbows up.
Yeah. You can celebrate it because, well, it's got the 50th anniversary gold logos on there. That's pretty sweet. So they're limited time only. Get them while they last. Go to the Rock Shop, celebrate our 50th anniversary. Get one of those gear things. Get them today at KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Mix. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to Beat Mix. And it's Wednesday, so let's do some whacking.
Whack it.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then.
All right.
Woo! Yeah, wave your arms in the air. Be Mr. Wacky on this Wednesday. Yeah, it's fun. Let's get to our contestant. We got Jeff and Bonnie Lake. Jeff, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. All right. For those playing at home, Jeff will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Jeff, you can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. You ready?
Yes.
Which Pacific Northwest volcano erupted in May of 1980?
Mount St. Helens.
Yes. Which team did John Madden win a Super Bowl with as head coach?
Kansas City Chiefs.
No.
New York Giants.
No.
Philadelphia Eagles.
No. What Italian city is known as the City of Water?
Venice.
Yes. A polygraph is better known as what kind of detection test?
A lie detector test.
Yes. In which decade did wrestler Andre the Giant pass away?
80s?
No.
90s?
Yes. Kevin Garnett was a well-known professional at what sport?
Basketball.
Yes. What do you get when you add fresh fruit to red wine?
Sangria.
Yes. Tiger Woods set or tied 27 records at which 1997 PGA tournament?
The Masters.
Yes. What bird is a universal symbol of peace?
Dove.
Yes. What South American country is the largest producer of coffee?
Brazil.
Yes. And Jeff, with lots of time left, gets 9 out of 10. Oh, this is going to be a good one.
Oh, you think Steve's got a chance on this one?
I think he does. It's going to be a good one. I mean, I feel like it's going to be close. Maybe you're right. Maybe he's going to be a complete dope, but I have confidence in him.
So you have hope in the dope.
I have hope in the dope.
That's not nice to say about Jeff.
Well, I mean,
kidding.
it would not be nice if we said it about Jeff. Hey, Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Which Pacific Northwest volcano erupted in May of 1980?
Mount St. Helens.
Yes. Which team did John Madden win a Super Bowl with as head coach?
Oakland Raiders.
Yes. Which Italian city is known as the City of Water?
Venice.
Yes. A polygraph is better known as what kind of detection test?
A lie detector test.
Yes. In which decade did wrestler Andre the Giant pass away?
Oh, today would have been his birthday. 90s.
Yes. Kevin Garnett was a well-known professional at what sport?
That'd be basketball.
Yes.
Minnesota.
What do you get when you add fresh fruit to red wine?
Sangria.
Yes. Tiger Woods set or tied 27 records at which 1997 PGA tournament?
The Masters?
Yes. What kind of bird is the universal symbol of peace?
That doves fly, man. A dove.
Yes. What South American country is the largest producer of coffee?
Colombia?
No.
Peru?
No.
Spain?
No. And Steve, it's another tie. 9-9.
Whack it.
Spain. Spain, huh?
Yeah, Spain's a great South American country.
Yeah,
Shut up.
Yeah.
I ran out of steam.
You did run out of steam.
At that point.
Yep, and unfortunately for Jeff, he missed the Oakland Raiders one, which you got.
Yeah.
And good job on saying the full name, the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
Like, if you had just said Raiders, it would have been fine, but they've been so many different places.
As soon as I said it, I thought, oh, crap, watch, it's the Los Angeles Raiders. I knew it was the Raiders, so I would have gotten to it. Mm-hmm. But
well, nice game, Jeff. You tied him. And, Steve, I had hope in the dope, and you came through.
Damn it, though. What was the coffee one?
The coffee one, Jeff got correct. It was Brazil. You know, the largest South American country.
But I see
I don't need that kind of tone from you, man.
Yeah, that's the best tone to get, though.
You know what I found out yesterday? Because I was trying to figure out what brand of coffee Juan Valdez did, because it was like, Colombian coffee. He actually was the coffee brand fictional spokesperson for all of Colombian coffee.
The same guy for everything.
Yeah. Just it was like, if you saw Juan Valdez, you knew that it was.
How'd that happen?
It was just a fake guy that they made up so they could actually brand their own coffee.
Aww.
Huh.
Yeah.
They also named the donkey that was the mascot with it, Conchita.
So would that be we had a it'd be like Johnny Soda, and he was like the mascot for Coke, Pepsi, 7-Up.
Yeah, or like a soda, what that was made specifically in the U.S.
Right.
But yeah, exactly, it's that same thing. I thought it was for a specific brand,
but it's just for the entire country.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's weird. It's all this weird stuff.
I mean, and I can't remember back then but I wonder if Colombia was like, look, you need to buy coffee with our beans. So I think that was their whole idea.
And that was absolutely it. 100%. Yeah, it was the grown and picked their own beans, and that was the reason why they did that.
I hope the Juan Valdez dude got some cash, because I think, he's like Flo. You know what I mean? You saw him all the time.
He's fictional.
Yeah, he's not real.
Yeah.
So he got hooked up with that fake money.
Yeah.
There's no
Juan Valdez, and actually, I was reading it. Apparently, that's a very common name. So
was there a dude that played him, or was this? That's what I'm saying. There was an actor, right?
Yeah, there was an actor.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that dude got some cash, because he's like Flo. I mean, he's like that iconic.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like the Dos Equis guy.
Oh yeah, the most interesting man in the world.
Yeah,
and then they got a new one, and he wasn't that interesting.
No,
yeah.
He didn't have the look.
No, yeah, it's kind of tough to try to be interesting when the other guy was more interesting.
Well, congrats, Steve.
Thank you.
Good job, Steve.
Thank you. Could have had a perfect game.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Got a new survey. Asked people how they decided to end a friendship, and 71% say they have decided to end a friendship. Like, that's a weird way of putting that. Okay, well, or how to end this friendship. And out of the 71% of the people who said, yeah, I'm ending it, 25% of them said, yeah, they have actually never, ever claimed to have actually ended a friendship. So, like, with all the people they talked to,
I don't think
25% of them said they've never ended a friendship.
I don't think I've ever like out and out ended a friendship. I mean, friendships just eventually like some fizzle out, but I never was like, this friendship is over.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. I had one that was ended. You know, you're right. I haven't really, they fizzled out, but one definitely got ended, but I didn't know. I thought it just fizzled out, but I just thought, well, I moved away. So that's just tough to see a person. But then I was told by a third party, oh yeah, he's not your friend anymore. He doesn't like you.
Danny, didn't you end a friendship because the guy didn't wish you a happy birthday on Facebook?
No. He ended the friendship, and that's how I knew he ended the friendship.
Oh, yeah. I thought you ended it because he didn't wish you a happy birthday.
No, I was like, I thought I was going to get a happy birthday, and I never did. And then but I did end one friendship, and it was one of my old band members in one of my old bands, and I had to tell him, like, he kept trying to call me, and I was just like, dude, stop calling me. We're not talking anymore.
Oh, that bad.
Oh yeah, it was bad. He hit on the girlfriend at the time,
and
was trying to get with her behind my back type of thing. And I was just
why would he expect you to be cool with him at that point? Because that is so bizarre.
In his mind, he didn't think he was actually doing that, but literally everyone around us was like, "Yeah, he's trying to get with your girlfriend," and I was like, "Dude, you're out of the band, number one, and secondly,
you're out of the band.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. So do not talk to me anymore."
Wow.
And since then, he hasn't. But I hear he still asks about me, which I'm like.
Random, yeah. I have a couple people like that. I just was like, okay, yeah, I'm. This is a different time in my life. Like they're like either still like kind of just constantly drunk and saying stupid stuff or whatever. And now every once in a while I'll get a message from them, and I'm just like, it's like a decision. Like, do I want to respond? And I'll always like try and take the high road. I remember one time someone was like, "Hey, happy birthday." I'm like, "Thanks a lot." And then it just opened the window for them to like just be a jackass. And I was like, not replying. Just don't need to deal with this.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. Recently, I've had to do it myself. Now that I totally realized that I actually did have to do it. And this person is trying to get back in my life a little bit. And I'm trying to be cordial. Right. It's like, it's more, but it was more of a group thing. It was sort of like, I think I was kind of elected to tell this person that we're kind of done with you, as a group. But I was the one that, and I probably should have just did what everybody does. They ghost, because 34% of the people say, the ones that definitely want to end a friendship, how they do it is just by ghosting people. They just don't even respond anymore. That's how they end it. They're not really very direct about it.
It's kind of like an abrupt fizzle out.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just cutting the cord.
A lot of people I get together with in groups, we use Messenger. So eventually, what you got to do when you get everybody part of a group chat is you got to remove somebody from the group if you really decide, they're not going to be part of it anymore.
See, I like when you leave a group, it tells you that you left the group. But if you remove someone, does it tell everyone that you removed them?
That I don't know. I don't think so.
But you always told them, you have been removed from this conversation. Nobody likes you.
I think not on necessarily Facebook Messenger, but I think on iPhone Messenger, if you do that, if you remove somebody, it'll say like, Daniel removed Steve from this group. So the people know, but not Steve.
Exactly. Yeah, and Messenger will say that somebody's been removed from the group, and I don't know if you can figure out who did it, but usually you know who the moderators are of your Messenger group, so you're kind of like, yeah.
A few of us donkeys we have a group chat, and one of our donkey guys on our hockey team, Joe, he doesn't have an iPhone, and everyone just gives him a hard time to the point where now we created a whole new group chat and told him that we started on a new group chat, and he can't come into it until he gets an iPhone. And so he still tries to talk to us on the other group chat, and we all just dislike his comments every time he says anything. Nobody says anything back to him. so stupid.
It's very stupid. I got to get an iPhone to talk to you people?
Yeah, because if you don't have an iPhone and you're in a group chat, it kind of screws everything up. You can't name the group chat. It's totally stupid. But and we're just messing around. Obviously no one's mad at him and no one cares. But it's pretty funny. He's been, and we told him you're out of our group chat.
That's funny. Yeah, it's 30% say they'll actually sit down and talk to the other person. 9% will do it over the phone. 9% do it over text.
I kind of did that. It wasn't quite a ghosting. I felt like this friend was just taking everything from me in the sense of we never hung out unless it benefited her. Mm-hmm. So I did a thing where I said I will not hang out with her if when she asks to hang out, she asks for something else and as well, whether it was money or a ride or whatever. So I didn't see her for 3 months. This is a person I would see 2 to 3 times a week. And I didn't initiate anything. And then time went on and she just kind of faded out from my life. And she tried reaching back. And I just told her, you know what? via text. I'm like, for my mental health and for everything, I like the way things are now. It's totally fine the way things. And when we see each other at parties and stuff, it's cordial. We talk, but you sometimes just don't need that negativity in your life. And it was nice that she was cool about it too. Like she didn't make a fuss about it.
Oh, she already got her money out of you.
I know,
she's
right?
Like, all right, well, that rube is done. Got to go find another rube.
I don't think I have a single friend that has ever hit me up for money or that I've hit up for money, other than like, hey, no, actually, I was thinking maybe like one of us like covered a meal, like, but never it's been like where like anyone's ever like said I need money from you.
No, it was like, hey, let's hang out. By the way, can I borrow $50?
Yeah, I just can't imagine doing that.
It happened way too often.
I mean, maybe when I was younger in like high school and college, sure, when we were all strapped for cash, but nowadays no one ever does that.
Hey, Steve, I've been meaning to ask you, can I borrow some of that money?
All right, fine, yeah.
Cool, thanks.
It's for the stocks that you want to buy, right?
Yes, exactly.
Sweet.
It is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got your calls, we got your texts. We'll do that around 9:21 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by Spartan Plumbing. Listeners on the Loose, you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. And do remember, when you get through, Steve's got a rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. That's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to go. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Chris in Seattle, you are on The Rock.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, not too much. Chris, what you got for us, buddy?
All right, well, I got kind of a stupid question for you, BJ.
Awesome.
Oh, for me? Because Steve's usually the stupid question connoisseur. You sure you don't want it for him?
Well, he's probably going to be good at, giving some commentary, but I just...
Oh, all right. Okay, what's your stupid question?
I just wanted to know why it was that you are so upset about the turtles.
The turtles? What? You mean like just in general? I don't really have a problem with turtles.
Not turtles in general. I mean like the T-shirt.
Oh, those stupid things.
Yeah, those stupid things. Come on. See, you clearly have an issue. And T-shirts are coming soon. We're just finishing the artwork.
Okay, good. Yeah, great. I can't wait for that. Chris, it's two reasons. Number one, it's the dumbest idea ever, and number two, it came from my son. So those are the reasons why I'm not a big fan.
Okay, so I'm sorry. I've been a listener like right after you guys took over for Howard Stern.
Oh, nice. Thanks, man. It's good to have you aboard all this time. Thank you.
And, there's been a lot of times where you've been like, whatever stupid idea is out there, as long as it's not hurting anybody, why get so upset over something?
Right. No turtles are being hurt by this, BJ.
Yeah, well, the only thing that's being hurt is my pride. My pride as a professional broadcaster, that's not only is that being hurt, but it may be damaged beyond repair.
Coming soon to the Rock Shop, the BJ and Migs Ride the Turtle shirts.
Yeah. It's as simple as that, really. But, Chris, I'm glad you like the idea. Plus, I'm glad, this is our 15th year. So Chris has been with us for 15 years. We started 15 years ago.
How old are you, Chris?
31.
Nice.
Whoa, so we've had you since you were a teen.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
I used to have my alarm clock wake me up with the rock-ons.
Well, I'm glad you like the idea. It makes me feel good that some people like this idea. And
you should be proud. Your son came up with an idea that's going to be turned into a T-shirt that'll be sold on the Rock Shop.
I know. I mean, I should be proud. I want to be proud. But it's such a dumb idea.
It's just so freaking dumb.
That's it. Well, there you go. So you're saying it's so freaking dumb that actually it's not dumb.
He said funny.
Yeah, pretty much.
He said funny and dumb.
Oh. Yeah, well, maybe that's it. Funny and dumb. Yeah. It sometimes those things go over my head.
That should be our Tinder profile bio.
Yeah.
Funny
and dumb.
For the whole show? Yes, for the whole collective show.
Oh. Well, I thank you for listening for as long as you have, Chris. And, There are just certain things that people dig because they're just stupid. And I don't know what it is that I sometimes don't quite get that, like, enjoyment like some people do.
But you do. You watch, like, Star Trek and stuff.
Okay, don't even start even with down that road, okay? Don't even tell me that that's on the same level as the stupid turtle T-shirts.
Oh,
okay?
I'm sorry. These guys are in space doing space stuff.
Yeah.
Is way more important than a morning show riding turtles wearing cowboy hats. I think.
All right. Well, yeah, exactly.
Insulting that you would even consider that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there you go. Well, so, but you're saying they're going to be available for sale soon for all of the people like Chris and anybody else who seems to think this is a good idea.
Somebody said, "Hey, BJ Turtles better than anteaters."
Yeah, that's really that's good. Yeah, thanks. No,
Anteater.
Yeah,
that would be a hell of a T-shirt.
Okay, well that's
Come on, Joe.
Yeah,
What was that idea?
So it's all related to the turtle sex meme. No, this all had to do with us talking about if we could have a billboard that was just specific to ourselves, what would it be? And Joe's idea was that he was going to be on a turtle wearing a cowboy hat, and somehow it morphed into the entire show riding turtles wearing cowboy hats.
We should have drug tested him that day. I mean, really, at that point, that should have been the time he should have had to pee in a cup. Because that sounds like an idea you get when you're stoned.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like that sums up the entire radio station.
Yeah, that's a
ridiculous ideas that probably were conceived under the influence of something.
And what really disappointed me was that Ryan Castle, the drunk in charge, our big boss, he was like, right off the bat, he's like, yeah, this is a great idea. We're doing it. It was like one of the first decisions he's made once he took over as the big boss. And I was like, okay,
I can't
wait.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, you know what, I had a vote of no confidence in Ryan Castle. I really wanted to have him recalled. Is there a way to recall like somebody like that? Can we do that? Can we do a voter recall on him? No? All right.
Somebody wanted to give you guys some closure because we were talking earlier this morning about a Steven Soderbergh movie that had Scott Bakula in it and also Matt Damon.
And don't forget, okay, an old movie. I thought we were talking about the one that's filming downtown.
No.
Oh,
talking
okay,
about that.
yes.
And you guys were wondering what movie was that? It's The Informant.
Yep.
Oh, The Informant.
Informant.
Scott Bakula was the star of that movie. I don't care what anybody says.
I don't even know The Informant. I mean, I probably do, but...
That one.
Probably not one of his...
I saw that movie.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. He looks like a dork in that one.
How'd you forget Scott Bakula? How'd you forget him? He's just... I mean, come on.
I forgot the entire movie. I think I liked it.
So what did Stevie Tomatoes give it?
To be determined, Rev.
Yeah, I think I kind of watched that movie too, Steve, and I frankly did forget that Scott Bakula was in it.
It got 79% by the tomato people.
Oh, that's cool.
44% from the users in the audience.
The critics were it's a little too fancy for the regular peeps. All right, well,
I feel like if I remember correctly, the premise of the movie, I was excited to watch it, and then it didn't hold up.
You mean he didn't inform? I feel like the premise of the movie is he's informing.
I thought it was going to be funnier, and it was more quirky.
Oh, really?
If memory serves me correct.
Oh, I always thought, it makes me sound like it's a serious movie, like, it's The Informant, but it was supposed to be a comedy.
Well, I just thought he looked like a goof. No, I'm not saying it was supposed to be a comedy. I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it is a biographical crime comedy film. So,
it is a crime comedy.
Yeah,
right, so there is some,
quirky, it sounds like Burn After Reading or any of those kind of weird things.
Oh, yeah.
See, I just saw a picture of Damon with the mustache. I'm like, he looks like a goof. This is going to be funny.
Right.
And it wasn't as funny as I thought.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. I think I did see that, actually. I think I enjoyed it.
It came out in 2009, so, it's been long enough for you to forget about it.
I feel like Steve and I had a conversation where he thought it was just too quirky and weird, and I liked it. I feel like now it's coming back to me.
Yeah, it was 2 minutes ago.
Well, also back in 2009, like almost 12 years ago, really, Steve. It would have been 12 years ago when that movie came out, Steve.
Oh, it's very possible. For a little closure, a lot of people are like, what happened to Sergeant Hair Club? You keep talking about Ryan Castle. Did he retire?
We got to put him down.
Oh, God.
I know, but you know what? You know how it is. He had a good run.
Yeah.
He had a good run.
But we have the best glue available at the Rock Shop.
Yeah, he's on the Rainbow Bridge, and
oh my God!
Wow. I mean, is that what they call a promotion?
Yeah. You know what? In our
Guess
industry,
who's getting an email today?
Yeah. He got promoted to the afterlife.
Yeah, he got promoted to the afterlife. He's a good guy. He was a good boy, though. Wasn't he a good boy? No, he did. He got a. It's really funny. I mean, he was kind of like I felt like he was halfway getting promoted for a long time, and then he even had a nice title, but he was still in charge of us losers. I didn't understand. I thought eventually they were like, you know what? Here's the promotion that we gave you, but we didn't give you, but here it is, and now it's official. Yeah, so he's officially like a vice president in charge of not being in charge of us anymore.
I think he's just officially sick of our S, and now it's just that's what it is. Yeah. And do more important things here at the radio or at the company.
Yeah, really. Yeah. It said, I mean, he runs around a lot. I mean, on Zoom, but once people are traveling again, I feel like he's going to be on a plane a lot. So, because he's in charge of everything. So there you go.
Everything.
He's in charge of the Rainbow Bridge, is what he's in charge of. Jeez. All right, you pick the topic. You guide the show. It's Listeners on the Loose. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got more of your calls and more of your texts at 938 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Throughout history, electricity has inspired some pretty incredible inventions, like smartphones and those little robot vacuums people name like pets. Of all the great things, nothing compares to the Hyundai Ioniq 5. 100% electric, AR heads-up display, pixel-inspired light clusters. Introducing the first-ever Hyundai Ioniq 5. Your journey at its most evolved.
Extremely limited availability. Available in select states only. Contact your Hyundai dealer for availability details.
Have we figured out how to explain deja vu? How do chameleons do that thing they do? Do you really need to wash your blue jeans? Yeah, you do, but how often? Hey, my name's Mike Simpson. I've got a podcast about curiosities. It's called I've Got Questions. We go through my list of random stuff and yours. Please participate. Send me your questions. I'll find someone to answer them. We've talked about our true crime obsession, how grocery stores are tricking us, super secret flight attendant stuff. I've Got Questions. New episodes Thursdays on Odyssey or wherever you get your podcasts.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
I can't read any more text, BJ. I've got a very enticing offer on Facebook. I'm going to have to tap out for the rest of the show.
What's going on?
Just got a friend request from a lady by the name of Mia. And she's definitely a real person, as you can see. I'll show you a little picture of her. But
there's Mia.
So I click on, I'm like, who is this person that wants to be my friend? And I just love that. It says, hello, dear. Are you single? I just created a secret group for sex.
Ooh, wow. Secret. Dude, what an opportunity.
Right. Many girls and widows have joined in, and we only have a few male members.
Look, dude, all those widows, Steve. I mean, they need somebody.
She says if you're single and you like sex, join our group. No payment at all.
That's how that works.
Yes. So you got to be single, real, right? And you got to like sex. Okay, that's a tough one.
But I'm not single.
Yeah. And all right, I guess that's. I'm sorry, buddy.
Damn it! I guess I'll have to delete that request.
Send her to me.
Son of a gun.
Yeah,
sorry, she's completely real.
And the funny part is, like, we look and there's two people. I'm like, who are these two people that agreed to being her friend? That really thought this was a legit thing. I'm looking at you, Osvaldo.
Yeah, what is that about?
Vicky at first thought it was mutual friends. She's like, that's sad. I've gotten these before. I'm sure we all have, like these spam Facebook. Hello, dear. And then you'll notice that you have friends, mutual friends, and I just want to invite my friend to be like, why?
What are you doing?
Right. Do you just accept everyone, or did you even bother to click on the link?
Yeah, it's kind of weird when you go, that person has no business even wanting to be friends with me. When you see their picture, it's like some young 20-something girl, and like, she has no business wanting to be a friend with me. Like, nobody would ever want to. And of course, they're not real.
But my argument was, even in Vicky correct, because I was like, if you're gonna do this, can you at least, like, I felt like the chick that they had as the fake girl was not very attractive at all. I'm like, well, if you're gonna do this, at least step up the game with the picture. And then Vicky's like, well, they probably are doing that to make you think that they're more realistic.
Yeah, because if you put a picture of like a porn star, people would be like, "Oh, that's fake." But if you put a picture of just a regular girl, they're like, "Well, you know, it sounds she's talking about sex with widows and stuff. She's probably fake, but what if she's not?
But what if? What if it's a real thing? And what if that prince will give me the money?
And what if I'm the king of sex with all these widows and single ladies?"
That's right. Yeah. You know what? Vicky knows exactly what I want to be, the king of sex with all the widows. She knew it. She figured it out.
I think that's the weirdest part of all of it. It's like a lot of single ladies and widows.
And widows. Right.
Well, yeah, you want to help out the widows. The widows need some loving, don't they?
But such a random thing to throw in there.
Right. I know. It's well, we're doing God's work here. We're helping out the widows.
Hey, someone says just because there's a goalkeeper doesn't mean you can't score. Ha ha ha. Shooting 5 hole. Jeez. Wow.
Okay, well, they're not wrong,
right? Technically.
Got a text. I'm questioning why I'm reading it because it's something nice about you and Rev. But I'll read it.
Oh, well, you know what? We don't normally get put in a category together for niceties, so I'll take it.
Says, I have been loving the Geek Nation podcast. I started listening to it in January. Got to give you props. Sorry, Migs, for praising BJ and the Rev. LOL. Because of the podcast, I started watching Star Wars Clone Wars. I was skeptical because it was animated, but I'm amazed at the character development. And taken aback by how dark the series can get. Started it in March, now on season 5.
Wow. Oh, yeah. And of course, they have Star Wars Bad Batch, which is right after Clone Wars as far as the timeline is concerned. So you can continue right on to that, by the way. And thank you for the shout out for BJ Shea's Geek Nation, because really, Rev, Vicky, and Joey D's do a hell of a job with that. I once in a while stumble my way in there and hopefully contribute something. I'm going to be actually, you know, it's
he does. I mean, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. I'm going to actually be on a live stream today for one of our guests that we had on the podcast for his board game tabletop things that he's got on Kickstarter. Ooh. And he's got his own live stream podcast, and so I'm going to be his guest at around 12:30 this afternoon. We're going to put all the links up on like Geek Nation site, so if you want to follow along and see me make a fool of myself. But that's kind of fun. I'm a guest on somebody else's geeky podcast today.
Damn, nerd out.
Thank you. Yeah, and hats off to Rev, Vicky, and Joe. They really do a good job at that podcast. I got to give them credit.
Aww. Yeah. That's very sweet of you.
I know, right?
Yeah. See, I mean, every once in a while, you know, it's because of the widows. I mean, I really want to.
Oh, okay. They've warmed your heart up. I see.
Yeah, that's what it is. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show.
So people are spreading rumors on Facebook that you guys were canceled. Please read this on air to tell them that you're not canceled. No, we're
canceled. You mean canceled like in cancel culture, or?
I'm thinking canceled like a television show is canceled. Because we were off for a couple days. You know, people get worried whenever, like, that happens sometimes. When we're off for a couple of days, people get worried that, because that sometimes is how people in radio are phased out. Like, they just play, like, old shows, and then the next thing you know, they're gone. But we're here.
Yeah, you know what's funny, though? In our business, I've never heard of anything being called canceled, but in television, you hear canceled a lot. Mm-hmm. Like a show gets canceled on television, but you know what? I've never actually heard that term used in radio. I don't know why we don't. You figure we would use, like, similar terms like they use in television, but I've never heard that. Usually it's just you get fired. That's really what
we're season 15 right now of our show.
Yeah, season 15 of the show, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Are we here, though?
I don't know.
Are any of us really here?
Ooh, don't give me an existential crisis, Danny. I can't handle it.
No, sorry.
I think we're here.
Okay,
I woke up this morning and we're here.
That's good.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. You can call us. We're not sure if we're here, but you can try to call us. And are you talking to us or someone who used to be us?
Well, if they call in, they could tell us if we're here.
Oh, there you
go. Oh, good call.
So if someone could just call us and tell us that we're here, that would help.
But what if they're not there? Then we're being assessed by somebody who's not all there.
Where is there?
Oh, yeah. This is, you know what? Why are we sober for this conversation? That's the real question.
Does anyone have Wizard of Oz handy?
Are we sober?
Yeah.
Speaking of fun things that are totally sober, not stoner conversation, someone said, have you seen this week's menu for crumble cookies?
Oh,
no, I haven't, as a matter of fact. And frankly, I'm a little bummed out it's taking this long.
You're missing out. Once again, they're bringing back my favorite of all their cookies. So I'm pretty pumped about this. The churro.
Oh, the churro is back.
Cookie is here.
You know what this means, don't you?
That I'm going to eat it.
Well, yeah, but we have been following them for we've been getting updated so much, we're seeing a cycle of repeats.
That dude, I thought that myself, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like we're so obsessed with this dang cookie shop that now I can remember where I was when I first heard about the churro. This is not good.
I can remember where I was.
Well, I'm okay with them bringing this one. They should bring this back every week, in my opinion.
Churros, I haven't had a churro yet, but it sounds good.
Especially when it's still warm. Forget about it. All right, this one I'm curious what you guys think. The Berry Crunch. It's a cornbread cookie glazed with a creamy vanilla icing, and it's got fruity berries and cereal crumbs on it.
No.
This is one I would probably end up getting 2 churro cookies.
Yeah.
I don't know if I.
Oh, is this like so this is a cereal, like a fruit cereal crunch? I was thinking it was more like berries, like like little sour candies. But this is
like the cereal.
It's like the Captain Crunch berries.
Oh,
yeah, but they can't say that probably.
Yes.
All right, this one just a good simple cookie, but it's a peanut butter chocolate chip.
Oh, awesome. I feel like you'd be in for that one.
You know what? I have to tell you, and I hope they open up again. Cafe Hitchcock, which is down on First Avenue in Seattle, makes a delicious peanut butter chocolate chip cookie.
I got you.
Oh, but they've been closed because of COVID for a while. I don't know if they're back open or not. But
and this one I'm curious on you guys because I know my wife was like, I wish it was a vegan cookie because I'd eat it. It's a German chocolate cake, a warm chocolate cookie topped with coconut pecan frosting and a chocolate drizzle.
Oh, I know. Who doesn't like coconuts in this? I know someone doesn't.
I don't hate coconuts, but I'm not really like a big coconut cookie guy.
Oh, I love
this one.
Coconut
I'm not down with.
I feel like I'm getting old because I'd be like, that looks too rich for me. Like too sweet.
Vicky,
it's too sweet. I feel like I'm getting old. I just like my vanilla now.
Someone said we got the German chocolate cake, and holy F, it's amazing.
Ooh.
I bet it is. It sounds wonderful. And Vicky, it's again. I mean, what are you? Are you barely in your 30s and you sound like you're in your 80s?
31 and a half.
That's awesome.
Rev, has anyone called to tell us that we're here?
No.
Well,
I guess we're not here, guys. I didn't realize it.
Maybe we're not here.
Well, they can't answer that question for us, so maybe it's time for us to answer an even bigger question, whether or not we're here, and that is Ryan Castle. What do Ryan Castle and an elevator have in common? I'll tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and an elevator have in common?
Hello, Ryan.
Hello. Oh, hello.
Is he here? Or is he not there?
Wow, nobody's here.
Man, maybe we're not here, bro.
Yeah, that's right, man, because, I watched enough sci-fi show. Hello? Oh.
Yo.
Oh.
This is some crazy sci-fi-esque going on in our show.
Wow, this is weird. This is very existential. Ever since Danny brought this up, now I don't even know if I'm talking to anybody, if this is all an illusion. Twilight Zone.
Or X-Files. Boom, 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 boom. Or that.
Ooh. The Truth is Out There. Or The Debris is my new favorite sort of weird show where weird stuff happens.
All right, now you've gone too far.
That's right.
The Debris?
Oh, it's a great show. It's on NBC. Okay, well, you know what, Steve? Go ahead. If you like the X-Files, I think you like The Debris.
I don't like the X-Files.
Oh, all right, then don't. Well, then it's just as good as what Steve doesn't like. Okay. Hey, Monday night, 3 dudes in their 20s were brawling in the hallway apartment of my favorite place near Philadelphia. Not surprising, huh? Brotherly love. They were on the 8th floor having a fight, and while fighting, somehow the 3 of these idiots broke through a set of closed elevator doors, and all 3 of them fell down the elevator shaft from the 8th floor. And
Holy
somehow they survived. They landed on the elevator, which was on the 1st floor. So they fell 7 stories and they lived. That's, one guy had a broken leg, but that's nuts. Is anybody here? I don't know if anybody. Okay. I didn't think so. Oh, well. Sorry.
It's been real.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
A 6-year-old leukemia survivor got to blow up a bridge. Based on this, finish this sentence. Looking back on it, I'll never forget the time that I got to do blank.
April texted saying, I'll never forget the time that I got to hug Nikki Sixx. What is this hug stuff that we speak of? I don't even know what that means.
Such a foreign concept now.
Yeah.
You touched
Do you think
human?
that's a code? Do you think that was code?
Jeez, you just went from 0 to 69 real quick.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Well, bankruptcy costs, of course, vary depending on what type of case you're filing. There's a certain amount of court costs and other out-of-pocket costs that you're going to have in any case. The filing fees in a bankruptcy case are about $300, whether you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. One of the things to watch out for when you're shopping for bankruptcy attorneys or looking at the different cost options is that a lot of times, especially the really cheap places, don't tell you up front about all the court costs and whatnot that you're going to have to pay in addition to the attorney fees. So make sure that you get the full picture when you're comparing prices of bankruptcy lawyers on what the attorney fees are, how much your court costs are going to be, so that you can really make a true comparison.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.